Great leaders understand that knowledge is knowing what to say, but wisdom is knowing whether or not to say it. Coming up. Cosatu says that a decision has been made that Ebrahim Rasool, our ambassador, will be welcomed back to the province with open arms. Not only that, but they also suggest that Cyril should do the same as what US government did to us, to expel the US ambassador from South Africa and terminate all the relationships between South Africa and Trump administrations. And little did they know that we don't have US ambassador in South Africa anymore. He left long time ago, even before his term came to an end.
To this now, Cosatu in the Western Cape has called on South Africans to rally behind Ebrahim Rasool. South Africa's ambassador to the United States was this weekend given 72 hours to leave Washington. The decision was sparked by Rasool's comments that US President Donald Trump, quote, mobilized a supremacist instinct and white victimhood, unquote.
We've seen what have happened in the United States when it comes to Ebrahim Rasool, where he was expelled by that government. Now, as Cosatu, we are saying that Ebrahim Rasool is one of us, he's a child of the soil, and as Cosatu, we decided in this meeting, in this Congress, that when he arrives in the Western Cape, that we will go in our numbers to the Cape Town International Airport to welcome him back to this province. And as Cosatu, we are saying we reject what the Trump government is currently doing by dealing with Africa for the wrong reasons. So we are saying we will welcome him back, to say, come back home. And we're also calling on our government to do same, that they must also expel the ambassador from this country and also to close all relations with the Trump regime if they want to treat us like that.
The South African government has described the US decision on Rasool as regrettable.
I don't know about you guys, what you think about what the Cosatu is saying. But to me, this is a very ignorant statement Cosatu could ever make. Because let's say we terminate all the relationships between us South Africans and the USA, as the Cosatu suggests. It all comes to one question and one question only. Who is going to lose the most? South Africa or USA? And USA knows the answer to that. US is South Africa's second most important trade partner after China, of course, which is significant for South Africa given the volume of the products it buys and sells to the US. So even though trade benefits both countries, but South Africa stands to lose the most if trade relations were to be terminated, as Cosatu suggests. And Trump knows that. He's a businessman, remember? Something Cosatu didn't give a thought before they made such careless statements. You can even see Cyril's demeanor as he explains about the return of Ebrahim Rasool, that he will have to return and, of course, explain to us what really has transpired. But you can see that Cyril still wants to maintain the relationship with the USA.
Ebrahim Rasool will be coming back soon, as the US State Department has ruled that he is no longer acceptable in the US, and he's going to come back and give me a full report. So I will wait for a full report from him, but at the same time we have noted the displeasure that has been expressed by the United States, particularly about the remarks he made, and we have noted that, and we will engage with them as we are already engaging with them. And engagement with them continues, and it's going to take a variety of forms. It's going to be through envoys, it's going to be through people either from the business community, labor, and a whole number of others also from government. Improving our relationship with the United States of America is a priority for us. They are our trading partner, second largest trading partner after China, and we will therefore seek, as we must, to ensure that our relations are on a good footing, which is one thing that we do with all countries in the world. South Africa seeks always to have good relations with all countries in the world. We don't have enemies in the world. We always seek to have very good and friendly relations. So sometimes relations with nations do go through their ups and downs. And as they go through their ups and downs, the responsible thing to do by any nation is to make sure that you deal with the challenges that there are, you straighten out the difficulties, and we've always found that when there are such challenges and we engage, we do find solutions. So this is precisely what we are now going to do, and this is our job. This is our responsibility as a government to advance the interests of our country as well as the interests of the people of South Africa.
He's not coming with an attitude of saying, we don't care, hey, wait, no. And at the same time, he's not like begging the Americans, going to the America cap in hands. But Cyril is looking at the bigger picture to say, hey, no, look, this relationship is very important to both countries, especially us South Africans. That means the man is choosing his battles very, 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 very wisely. This is not the time to just come with an attitude of saying, hey, we don't care, hey, USA, we will retaliate. You will retaliate with what? With what exactly? Because at the end of the day, we lose more. And Trump knows that. And of course, looking at the status of our economy, whether we like it or not, we cannot compete with the US economy. Guys, as South Africans, we should be very careful of allowing emotions and hatred towards Trump to cloud our judgments. Because, truth be told, our economy, guys, is in shambles. We need help, and we need help fast. We cannot afford to act all big with an I don't care kind of attitude and be all arrogant when we have nothing. So we should be very careful of allowing media, mainstream media out there, or whoever who pushes the nation of South Africa to drive hatred towards Trump or towards USA. Because we need help at the end of the day. What do you think? Let me hear your comment below. And of course, if you're coming for the first time, please do like, share, and subscribe.